Let's go to the Thomas.
Thank you, Ajay Jandial. This is Billy Thomas from Bengaluru, and here we have the Director General of Police, Prashant Kumar Thakur, who had participated in a video conference meeting today with the Ministry of Home Affairs, and they have decided to conduct a mock drill tomorrow at 4 p.m. At around 3 categorized locations in Karnataka. So one would be in Karwar, where the Kaiga nuclear power plant is located, and it is said that there will be a lot of it would be hazardous if there would be a hostile attack on that plant. And so what would be the civil defense that would look at such an attack, if maybe, and what are the precautions that needs to be taken? So all these would be conducted as a mock drill there at Karwar, and then of course at the Raichur thermal power plant also there would be a mock drill, along with Bengaluru, where the mock drill would include people here, where a lot of footfalls are there here in the city. So I have with me a few Bengalurians here who wants to share about the entire Pahalgam terrorist attack and the mock drills that has been suggested to us by the Ministry of Home Affairs. So I have with me Sri Lakshmi here. So first of all, tell me what went through in your mind when you heard about this Pahalgam terror attack.
The Pahalgam terror attack that happened recently was in fact a very horrifying incident where civilian tourists were attacked by a group of terrorists, and it is a heavy intelligence failure on the part of the government, that it is a lapse, and it is an intelligence lapse on the part of the government, that the government failed to protect our citizens from the attack from the terrorists.
Okay, so all of that was sudden, and you also know about the details of the attack. They kind of picked out on the religion and then attack. So what do you have to tell about that?
Any kind of communal violence is extremely horrifying and condemnable, and no one can support such an act of terror against any community of people. We have been seeing communal violence since the Pahalgam attack occurred, where during the Pahalgam attack the terrorists apparently were asking people their religion before attacking them. Since the attack was over, since the aftermath of the attack, we've been witnessing a lot of Islamophobic violence across India, where students are being, Muslim students and Kashmiri students and youth are being attacked by mobs, and there have been reports of mob lynching. There's also been, in fact, survivors of the Pahalgam attack are being currently harassed online for coming out and saying that we should unite for peace and justice rather than attacking Muslims for what has happened. And the survivors are being attacked and abused online by Hindutva hate groups.
Okay. Now, coming to the steps taken by the Indian government after this terror attack, the Indus Water Treaty and so on and so forth. Like, what do you feel about that? The country, what it needs to do, and how is it going?
One important thing I think we have to note is that no one has claimed responsibility for the Pahalgam attack as of today. We haven't had neither the Pakistani government nor any terror groups claim that we have done this, because without claiming there is no point of doing an attack. So whom are we directing our aggression towards? The Indian government was very quick in its feet to issue statements against Pakistan, and while we cannot deny that there are Pakistani government groups that are working in Kashmir for separatism, but we cannot, they haven't claimed the responsibility for this particular attack. Now coming to the Indian government's response, we were immediately, the Indian government said that we are going to freeze the Indus Water Treaty as a way of choking Pakistan's economy. But in the treaty's clause, in the treaty we have no clause of freezing it, and it is not technically possible for us to block water. There is no mechanism in place for us to block water to Pakistan, so the government is just making claims on air. We don't have any particular mechanism. And I think we should be questioning the government, like how is it planning to do this when they can't just go around making claims that they will do this without any, plans in place. And secondly, about waging a war against Pakistan or Pakistan waging a war against us, it is there is no credible intelligence to support the fact that Pakistan is in a position to wage war against us. If you look at the internal political and economic turmoil of that nation, they are extremely weak and in an international debt crisis.
Having said that, now we know that the Pakistan is testing its missiles and things like that. So they are kind of preparing itself for a kind of a hostile situation. So what do you think India should do, and what do you think?
I don't think anyone in this country should be worried about what will India do right now if Pakistan attacks. If Pakistan
Katta. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಬಂತಾ? I think middle. Sorry, hello?